This is Business and Economy Network.
Hello, wonderful viewers. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of your program, Business and Economy Network. My name still remains Ohioze Edna. Still on Agricultural Report. On our program lineup today, we have on Spotlight, Presco PLC. And on Straight Talk, we have Okomu Oil Palm Company PLC. Do have a wonderful time. I'll be right back.
Understanding is deeper than knowledge. Watch Business and Economy Network for good understanding of the Nigerian economy. Presco PLC is an agro-aligned establishment incorporated as a private limited liability company in the year 1991 with only 2,700 hectares of oil palm plantation, and later became a public company in 2002 after a successful initial public offer, presently operating with 15,000 hectares of oil palm plantation and a plan of expanding its coast to about 25,000 hectares in the next 7 to 8 years to come. Presco shareholders cut across Side Group Belgium, top individuals and some corporate bodies in Nigeria, with Side Group as the majority shareholder and technical partner to the company. As a fully integrated agro-aligned company, Presco PLC adopt the process of producing its various products from stage starting from the nursery to the plantation and then to the process stage.
Presco PLC was incorporated as a private limited liability company in September of 1991. It became a public company in 2002 after a successful initial public offer. At inception, Presco had only 2,700 hectares of oil palm. But today, as we speak, over the years from between 1991 and now, Presco has a fully planted oil palm plantation of 15,400 hectares. And with the planting program that we have over the next 6 to 7 years, where we want to plant an additional 10,000 hectares, we will be having 25,000 hectares of oil palm plantation. SIAT of Belgium, the SIAT Group of Belgium are the majority shareholders and the technical partners of Presco PLC. They hold 60% of the shares of Presco, and then the other 40% are held by over 10,000 individual and corporate Nigerian shareholders. We have our oil palm plantations, but interestingly, not only do we have the oil palm plantations, we have our nursery. We germinate our seeds and then nurse those seeds and then have them in the oil palm plantations. And then we have the full set of our processing facilities, the palm oil mill, the palm kernel crushing plant. There we produce crude palm oil and crude palm kernel oil. We go further because we're in the vegetable oils and fats business. And we now go on to refine and to fractionate our palm oil, producing the vegetable oil, which is called olein, and then also the fat, which is called stearin. Yeah, in between we have byproducts like the PFAD, the palm fatty acid distillate, which is a derivative, a byproduct that comes out of the refining and fractionation process. So this is a fully integrated from nursery stage to planting stage into processing stage and to the point where we want it, yes.
For any business to be successful, such business must have all that it takes to achieve its success, which is what has kept Presco PLC at the top as a leader in the sector. The firm's success is attributed to the following: 1. Support from the experts of your technical partners and major shareholders. 2. High-skilled manpower. 3. Excellent reputation with Nigerian banks, government and government agency, and above all, quality relationship with its customers. Talking about expansion, Prisco PLC has plans on ground to develop 10,000 hectares of oil palm plants in the near future, already building a world-class R&B facility which is aimed at assisting our universities in their research. The Nigerian government is achieving its dreams of moving the agricultural sector forward.
Presco's ability, yes, the vote of confidence is not misplaced. Presco is very well established. It's got what it takes today to keep being successful. And not just being successful, but also to play as a leader in its sector. The full integration is a strength. We have competitive advantage in our industry. We have the expertise of our technical partners and majority shareholders that support us in technical issues. We have the skilled manpower to do what it takes. We have the excellent reputation with banks, with government and government agencies. We have excellent reputation with our customers, not just for the quality of our products, but also in terms of speed and regularity of delivery. So with these attributes, then we are not just stopping there. I just said to you that we are in the business of expanding, and over the next 6-7 years on oil palm, we intend to develop 10,000 hectares in 2 sites. We are continuously investing in research and development. We have an R&D outfit. In one of our sites, we're already building an R&D facility. And our intention is to make it a world-class facility. We try to enter into arrangements with universities, to send research students, PhD students to come work with us there. Let's look into oil palm, because we're not just in Presco. Yes, it is true there are corporate objectives, profitability being one of corporate objectives, but there are other objectives also. We think that in Nigeria today, given the position of oil palm and palm oil production, the oil palm industry in Nigeria, that we can, beyond seeking profit, we can beyond that contribute in no small measure to helping government to realize the dream of moving this industry forward. So our R&D facilities will play a key role in that in the future. Our strengths, like I repeat, is our integrated nature, but that integrated nature draws its core strength from the plantation base that we have. We have spent years digging and planting. I must tell you that in this business, patience, expertise, and consistent good practice are essential virtues. So all these years that we've been digging and planting, we've been exercising that patience. We have come to the point now where we can see that foresight, that good practice, that good way of setting up a business begin to pay off. So it's a strength, in the sense that our raw materials, 100% of the core raw material that we need for this full integration is at our backyard. You saw them when you were driving in, and we'll still continue to expand. And so that strength will be there. And then when you look at that and look at the expertise in processing also, so the combination of both puts Presco, at the top of its business.
Prisco PLC has carved a niche for its various products in the market today. With this, kudos is given to the Nigerian banks and the firm's technical partners for their massive support to the organization. Core and major raw materials of the company is sourced both right in their plantation and globally through the assistance of the side group. As an employer of labor, Prisco PLC has very high employee strength in its role. The group also sees corporate social responsibility as one of the top priorities, especially in the areas of education and health, as well as involvement in rural development activities.
Even when we started out small, bankers believed in us and they kept supporting us. Now that we have all partnered together and everyone can see the good results of that partnership, they have believed in us the more. So our banks are always willing to support us, budgeting intervention funds and etc. They are there. Because in this business, the barrier to entry is very high, in the sense that huge investment is required in fixed assets. So that raises the barrier to entry. But because of the reputation that we have developed with our bankers, and then the support of our technical partners, we're in a position where we can gain finance to do these things. The plantation is capital intensive and all that. So it is that backing that assists us in doing that. Even in attraction of intervention funds of the CBN is also based on that reputation. The banking business is all about reputation. And that reputation has been developed, nurtured, and is being kept, and it's really helping. Yes. Our major raw material, our core raw material, which is the palm fruit, comes from our plantation. So we have that one here. But our major equipment for processing, etc., running our facilities, are sourced from globally from reputable companies, but through the assistance of our parent company, who in fact most times pre-finance those things, again because Presco is reputable and they know that they can stick out their neck for Presco. Our business is labor intensive. Plantation, the whole chain of plantation management requires workers. That's why you find that in any oil palm plantation, labor strength will be high. That's what accounts for that. Going forward also, as we expand our plantation size, the labor strength will also increase, because there must be a certain minimum of man days per hectare if you must manage professionally and well and get the good results. As a group, and now I talk of the SIAD group because it's the group policy that corporate social responsibilities is one of the cardinal points of our management practice. We know it and we practice it, that the relationship with our host communities contributes immensely to the enabling environment to do our business the way it should be done. And therefore, we invest a lot in corporate social responsibilities, engaging in core areas of education, scholarship awards, schools, equipping schools. Down the road from where you came is the Agbomaba Primary School, Agbomaba School, Secondary School and Primary School. Now it's reputed in this state as one of the schools with a school that with one of the best equipped labs, and that's been done by Presco. Yes. So in our CSR, we prioritize things that impact our communities, impact individuals, not only for today, but for the future. So education, health, we prioritize them. Then in terms of assisting in rural development, because even we understand that in our corporate social responsibility programs, we are also partners of government, because we engage in rural development activities like road maintenance, electricity, water, boreholes, etc., etc. We do all that. So and we do that because it's a group cardinal principle of management. And in all the subsidiaries of SIAT, wherever they are, CSR is given that place of dedication.
Like every other going concern, Presco PLC is not arrogant of the fact that competition abound. However, the brand already got a competitive advantage on other competitors and maintaining its position in the sector, which all the plans are on ground.
Well, every businessman will definitely recognize that competition exists. But then it is, what is the level of competition? So while we know that we have competition out there, but we have confidence that we have competitive advantage over those competitors in the industry. And we will ensure that that competitive advantage is never eroded by the plans that we have in terms of future developments, in terms of management practice, in terms of research and development, innovation, continuous improvement. We want to keep that competitive advantage. Excellent. And I speak in terms of industrial and household uses. The grade of palm oil that we produce, because of our quality control measures, enables the production of the best grades of olein and stearin. I was in a forum yesterday where someone said, although humorously but very instructive, that Nigeria is a tale of two oils: the crude petroleum oil and the palm oil. Well, one is suffering today, which is the crude petroleum oil. We know what's going on today. But personally, I want to say that the not too palatable experience that the country is going through in respect of crude petroleum today, we should begin to see it as a blessing in disguise. Because now, it's not, in fairness, the Nigerian government has never shut their mind, against agriculture, of which oil palm is a sector. They have never. What has happened is that we generate so much revenue from crude petroleum that, okay, we get going. But with what is happening recently, agriculture and then oil palm will come back to the front burner. And we can only see but intensified efforts. Government policies are there. We will see intensified efforts, we'll see them moving forward, and I believe that agriculture and then in our sector, oil palm, would definitely, if we pursue it as is being said and thought now, will become also a credible contributor to GDP, to industrial and economic development of the country.
For your deep and insightful business information around Nigeria and globally, keep watching Business and Economic Network.
The Kumu Oil Palm Company was originally a federal government project in the late 70s, early 80s. It was developed by the federal government of the time in anticipation of increasing oil palm production. And later, at the end of the 80s and early 90s, they decided that that's not their core business, being government, and they actually privatized it. And then later what they actually did was they did an IPO, and today we have around 15,000 shareholders, both national, local and international. We are a registered company on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and we are one of two, ourselves and Presco are agricultural companies registered on the Nigerian Stock Exchange today. Look, we currently have around 36,000 hectares of plantation. We grow two crops. We grow oil palm and we grow rubber. We also have on the plantation a 60 ton an hour oil mill and a 2.5 ton an hour rubber factory. And we produce the raw materials, namely the oil from the oil palm and the rubber on the plantation, and we sell all of our oil palm to the local market, and we export all of our rubber. So it's very simple. We produce our own product, and we do some beneficiation. We sell crude palm oil. We do not refine, like Presco, for instance. But we also sell our rubber for export throughout the world. So yeah, we're fairly self-contained.
Welcome back, viewers. This was a very revealing edition for me. Hope it was for you too. Let's do this again, same time, same station next week. God bless you.